and welcome back everyone, welcome back to the semifinals of the Korean StarCraft League week number 39. Welcome to the PvP edition of KSL. Let's go. Because we have nothing but Protoss left, and if you're in the chat, predictions are now open. Place your bets on how you think this series will unfold. One way or another, a Protoss will face off in the finals against another, and it's up to you to predict who is going to make it that far, who's going to make it, as you have a couple of minutes upon hearing this message. Predictions. Beautiful. As we load into this, and spawning in the top left hand corner of Hardlead, we have the red Protoss player from the land of South Korea, representing CranKy Z Gaming. It is herO. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner, we have as opponent, we have another South Korean Protoss player representing Team Twisted Minds. It is Classic. Here we go again. I expect aggression, I expect proxies, I expect even all-ins out of these two. herO and Classic, they face off many times throughout the months, throughout the entire year of StarCraft. They face off so often here in events like KSL, Kung Fu Cup, ESL Open Cup Asia, ESL Open Cup Americas as well. They do face off quite frequently here, and whenever they do, it's always a lot of fun. Always a lot of fun here when these two Protoss players collide. And we'll see how they approach each other. For now, we just see 2 gate openers from herO, 2 gate opener from Classic as well. I've brought this up before. I want to say maybe a month ago, herO was experimenting with gate expands, and he was embracing the gate expand opener, the max packs opener if you will, in PvPs, and he was even doing it against Classic with mixed success. Fun fact, I believe Classic won that series when herO was trying to go for a gate expand every single game, and again, he had mixed results with it. Ever since then, I haven't really seen herO embrace it too often. I'm sure he will whip it out at some point in this series or some point in this tournament, but yeah, for now, standard openers. It's going to be 2 gate double Stalker out of Classic, going to be 2 gate Stalker Sentry out of herO. So a much more defensive opener out of herO. With the Sentry, we're going to be able to go for a hallucinated scout and get a read on whether or not your opponent is going for a 1-base all-in. As Classic, he cranks out 2 Stalkers, and he's got 2 more behind this. He will have that much more DPS available. We have a Robo on the way. It's going to be a 1-base all-in. Classic is going to be committing. We should be seeing a 3rd gateway. There it is. 3rd gateway has been thrown down. Classic is committed on 1-base play. And herO back at home, going for an expand and still doesn't know what's going on. Stalkers have arrived. They're going to be trying to break through into the natural, getting a lot of damage done already. Almost getting a kill on that Stalker. And here comes the hallucination. herO, he needs to scout. He needs to recognize what's been going on. Outside of that, is being dragged out into the open. Additional Stalkers are being warped in. Hallucination diving into that main base, and once we see the production, we're going to realize just how committed Classic is. As there we go, we get eyes on the 3 gateways, we get eyes on the Robo. herO knows. And back at home, we need to get ready. Immediately, defensive Robo. Robo's on the way. In PvP, Robos are just the most defensive building, or like they allow you to get into the powerhouse that is Immortal production, and Immortals are going to be very necessary here for herO to survive. We need those Immortals as soon as possible. And again, a very crucial moment that he was able to scout. Classic transitioning into a Bay. Going straight into a Robotics Bay. He's going for a Disruptor drop, actually. Or going for rushing into Disruptors behind this. Okay. A very unique way to approach this from Classic. Meanwhile, the Prism has arrived. Going to be trying to drop into the main base. herO, can he keep up with the rotation? Stalkers, they do threaten the natural base. Prism goes into the main. herO not quite in position. And probes are going to be going down. Forcing a recall as well. A pretty big reaction here out of herO. Does force this back. At the same time, does fend off the Stalkers at the natural. herO is ahead economically. Meanwhile, Classic is doubling down. Setting up and getting into his Disruptor production. Disruptors are on the way. I'm loving the proxy pylon as well. just so we can reinforce. Even if the Prism is busy juggling, even if the Prism is not sieged, we're going to be able to reinforce here on the front lines as well. Here we go. The Adepts have arrived. The goal here is for the Adepts to shade past the army into a mineral line to try to cripple the economy. herO is trying to get ready here, but the shield batteries... Oh, the shield battery is done in the main. The Adepts will commit, and probes are going down. If we deal enough economic damage, Classic will try to expand. As he gets 7, 8 worker kills, shades out of there as well. And just like that, Classic evens up the worker count, and now we can take a base. Oh my god. Can Classic transition out of this? For now, the Immortals going to be bouncing off each other. Disruptor has arrived. Is in the Prism, actually. It hasn't been revealed. Oh. Hasn't been revealed. Now we're going for the Nova. Big connection. Takes out 2 sentries. Big connection here on the army of herO. Was not expecting that. At the same time, Adepts stay shaded to the main once again. herO is in position. herO going to try and chase this all the way back. The Adepts stay shaded once again, doing a great job here, buffering for the army of Classic. Another Disruptor comes in. Nova will not connect. The other will. Oh, massive connection. So many Stalkers go down. 4 dead Stalkers. And it looks like Classic has too much. He's breaking through. Getting on top of the army. Good juggling here from both players, keeping their Immortals alive at least. Another Disruptor has arrived. herO has to be very careful here with his control, with his movement. More Adepts going to be shading in. Behind this, Classic did not opt to expand. He is still very much so all in. Shades into the main. Gets into the mineral line, and probes are going down once again. Probes should be going down. Nova goes up. Ooh. Doesn't quite connect with the Immortal. Another Nova will, though. Good chunk of HP goes down on the Immortal. A Stalker goes down as well. herO, he's up against the wall. He's up against the ropes. And Classic, he's breaking through. The boys have to be pulled. And Immortal goes down. Big pickoff. We're down to 1 versus 1. 1 Immortal versus 1 Immortal. But again, herO cannot make a mistake. The Immortal is so low. Forces Classic back. herO reinforcing with another Immortal. Oh, gets a Disruptor. Big pickup. Gets 1 Disruptor in the end. Classic reinforcing once again with more Adepts. Again, he's so close to breaking herO. So very close. 1 good Nova away from pulling it off. Again, doesn't commit, forces back the army. There is no shield battery. Nova only takes down a probe. herO, he wants these Disruptors. He wants any of these pickups even. God, the Immortal's getting very low. Nova goes off. Takes down 2 Stalkers and a Pylon. And Immortal goes down. We're down to 1. A second Immortal comes down for herO. Does reinforce. Does get here just in time. God, this all-in has been going on for almost 8 minutes. Ah. Nova connects. But what's important here is that herO, he's surviving. He still maintains a better economy. Still has mining at his natural. War Prism taking some hits. We're going across the map. He's crazy. I don't know if we can get away with this. herO has to evacuate. He gives up on his natural, and this means that Classic, he can commit. Nova goes off. No! Will graze the army. 1 Disruptor was forced to pick up as well. Another Nova goes off, and it looks like herO has been broken. He risked it all going for an attack across the map. He's down to 1 Immortal here. His attention being spread far too thin. And it looks like Classic is doing it. Again, it was a Hail Mary play here. herO across the map still has that 1 Immortal, but he's losing everything back at home. He's going to recall, though. Does recall his Immortal back. Can he survive? 3 Immortals versus 1 Disruptor. herO, he's going to clean this up. herO is down to 4 probes, though. herO's economy is in shambles, but he does have a larger army. Classic on 1 base economy. And herO is still stuck at home. He's down to 3 probes. 3 workers left. 2. 2 probes remaining. 1 in each base. Ay, ay, ay. Sorry, 1 hidden across the map, actually. 1 probe mining. 0 probes mining. No economy left. No economy remaining here for herO. At the same time, herO going for a big counterattack here with 2 immortals. He has shields. Depending on the control, we could maybe pull this off, but we have a bit of economy. We have a micro. We have production, sorry. We have production. We can make another immortal. Classic. He should have this in the bag. Unlike herO, who has nothing going on back at home. Classic can mine resources. He can build up his army once again. Nova goes off. Forces the juggling here from herO. Look at the units. herO's got 2 immortals and 1 adept. Against 1 immortal, 2 adepts, and 1 stalker. How good is the control going to be here? Oh, Classic taking a lot of hits. Staying a lot of damage. Will lose a stalker. Ooh, but herO loses one of his immortals. Big misstep there. And takes another hit. 1 more hit and it goes down and that's it. That's all we had left. GG gets called. And Classic will take game number 1. Ah. GG. GG, well played. Classic does take a lead in this series. But that was so close, and to be fair as well, a lot of this was on herO. herO, remember, initially he had a held, he had the better economy, he had 2 bases, and then herO went for a Hail Mary, like a wild maneuver, a Hail Mary play, where herO loaded up 2 immortals and went across the map. In the middle of his defense, he left with those 2 immortals, which meant that Classic could break his opponent. It meant that Classic could break into the natural, break into the main, and snowball out of control. GG. GG, well played. And with that, Classic, he is 1 game away from advancing on to the grand finals. 1 more game is all he needs. Meanwhile, Cyan versus Nightmare still ongoing in the lower half of the bracket. Let me just quickly double check here. And I'm curious, what is going on there? Where's Anki? Where is my Anki? Just gonna be double checking here. Again, Enki is our Spanish caster, and Enki is covering the lower semifinals, and they are currently in game number 2, I believe. Just double checking. Yeah, they're in game 2. Cyan is up 1-0. Oh my god. Cyan is popping off. Again, Cyan did recently qualify for IM Katowice, so he is in form currently. And yeah, he's doing well for himself. Uno más. 1 more game, and he's not looking too bad against Nightmare. Oh boy. Meanwhile, we're still in the middle of our own series, of course. Still waiting for our players to ready on up. As we dive into game number 2. As a reminder, it's a best of 3. Best of 3, we could have an ace match. I want to believe we can get an ace match here between our 2 players. But it's up to herO and Classic. Hello, Jeff Bezos. Hello. Hello, everyone but Slowbro. Kappa. You're not Slowbro. He went to bed. Slowbro. He was here. You missed him, Bob. You missed him. He went to bed like an hour ago. Or 15. Half an hour ago. Half an hour ago. Went to bed. But here we go, spawning in the top right hand corner of Alkiona. We have the South Korean Protoss player, the red Protoss representing Dragon Kai Z Gaming. It is herO. And spawning in the bottom left, we have his opponent. We have the player currently leading the series 1-0, representing Twisted Minds. It is Classic. Your team first again today. Slowbro has been slow recently. He has been a little bit slow. Today was Baby Links. Babling redeem first. Estes Lobo. Imagine being busy during the holidays. Imagine. Shaking my head. As we are here. Potentially the final game here of this best of 3. I want to believe, though, that we can get an ace match. But we'll see how we open up. For now, herO going for a 2-gate opener, so is Classic. Neither one has opted for a low ground gate expand. Neither one is taking the risk. Not yet. Not yet, as the gateways are on the way. Both pylons are being thrown down in their respective... Oh, never mind! Hello, Classic. I was about to say that both pylons are being thrown down in their respective bases. That is true for herO. He has a second pylon in his main, but herO is scouting, and he does confirm that the second pylon is missing because it's going to be across the map for Classic. Now, this is a prime location for a proxy Stargate for an Oracle into the main base. Otherwise, we could actually try to mine through this mineral patch here, and we could go for a different proxy entirely, but this should be a Stargate. We'll see. Oh my god! This is another one base all-in. Game 1, Classic went for a one base all-in. Game 2, it's happening again. Now, herO, he did see that the pylon was missing, and he does confirm that this wall has been opened up, and herO is scouting. He sees a pilot. He sees a probe, sorry. herO, he knows something is here. He may assume it's going to be a Stargate opener. He has a probe on the top left as well. He is looking for the pylon, and he will come across the proxy. Big scout here for herO. Big scout as he does confirm that robo on the way. Getting right back at home. Reactively going for his own defensive robo and a third gateway. So a much earlier scout. The stalkers are here. We shut down. We force a cancel. Yeah. We force a cancel on the robo. Classic is being shut down. And Classic is in a really rough position. From here, herO is going for his own counter one base all-in. With 3 gateways and a robo, Classic, he expands back at home. And suddenly, in a game where herO was meant to be the defender, suddenly he's the aggressor. The turns have very quickly tabled, and herO is now all in, and Classic has to survive. Oh my god, how the pendulum swings very quickly one way to the other. And yeah, herO is going to be committing. We have a prism on the way. Probe Scout is denied. Classic is in the dark. He has no idea what's going on, but he did confirm the lack of expansion. So Classic, shield batteries on the way. Second shield battery as well. Defensive robo. herO going for a bay straight into disruptors once again. herO, he's pulling a Classic. This is how Classic was able to win game 1. herO looking to bring it back here in game 2. Ooh, does throw down the expansion though. Interesting. Okay, so instead of doubling down on immortal production, he's going for a faster expansion into 0 mortals, actually going into a base. So herO is going to be the aggressor, yes, but he is not all in. He could have been if he wanted to. He could have started immortal production, but is going to be backing off instead, respecting the position here of Classic. I mean, Classic, he's ready. Like, regardless of what comes, like, he is so prepared for a push. At his natural, less so his main. Here we go, Stalkers, they have arrived. They take down a probe. Not going to be able to achieve too much else, though. herO has to pick up. Get the hell out of there. Disruptor production has commenced. I love that we have Warp Prison speed on the way as well, so we're going for a Disruptor drop. Bold move out of herO. And this is a good way to catch up. Remember, Classic, he has a faster Nexus. He gets better saturation on 2 bases. herO is falling behind the economy. So we have to catch up. And how do we catch up? Disruptors. Meanwhile, Classic hasn't scouted the main base yet, but he soon will with the hallucination. Oh, big force fields as well. We catch the Adepts. 1, 2, 3 Adepts go down. Big catch here from Classic. herO forced to recall. He has to recall to save the prism to get into his drop play, but he gets scouted. Hallucination comes in. We scout the bay. We see it researching, which means we know that this should not be Extend Thermal Lance. This should be Warp Prison speed. And Classic, he should be splitting up his army. There we go. You see SimCity here in the main. Stalkers are moving out. Bold move. Oh, He sees the prism. No, the prism. Oh, it gets caught in the center of the map. It's going to go down. Oh my god. Nervous go off. In a bit of a panic. Big connection on the sentries. But these disruptors, recalls on cooldown. We catch both of them. The prism comes in. Barely saves one. Oh my god. Very clutch micro there from herO. Saves one disruptor, but that was still disastrous. At the same time, big warp in into the main base. The warp prism does go down though. Ooh, classic overextending. Does get 7 probe kills, true, but herO is still up in economy, up in workers. The Nova comes in, disruptor goes off. Big connection. Almost big. 3 probes. 3 probes go down. Things are getting very chaotic. They're getting very chaotic here as herO is still being active here with his disruptor. Classic lost a lot in his own aggression. We're waiting for another purification over. Adepts, they're warped straight into the mineral line. Stalkers are going to be recalled. Adepts, they shade into the main base. We have a Nova in the chamber. And what do we go for? The probes or the army? We're going for the army. Ooh. Why not both? We get a shot off on the Immortal on a couple of probes. Good connection. And suddenly, as the dust settles, this is still anyone's game. To quickly take stock, herO has a slight worker advantage. He has the better tech. He's going for double War Prism micro. Oh my god. We have a prism towards the main, a prism towards the natural. We have another Nova. Getting another 3 probe kills. Keeping the attention here towards the right-hand side, dragging Classic out of position. herO comes in with the second War Prism. Again, just all over Classic. Blink is still on the way. Blink's still nowhere near being done, actually. Get another Nova. Another 2 probes. And economically, herO, he's running away with this, getting into plenty of Immortals. Gateways as well. Let's shade in. Another 2 probes. Almost 3. Adepts continue to shade in as well, and Classic is being pulled apart. Being pulled apart completely at this point. Cannot keep up with the aggression of herO. No, it's going to be 12, 13 probe kills. 14! And we're not done. We're coming in again. And once again, Classic nowhere to be found. And he's it's at this point he has to push out. It's all or nothing for Classic. He knows that he just cannot maintain his economy, not anymore. And we're going for one big all-in. Now, to be fair, Classic is ahead in army supply. He is ahead in supply. But he's pushing into shield batteries, overcharge, defender's advantage. This is going to be a tough all-in to pull off. Oh, almost gets a War Prism. Going to be engaging a little bit prematurely. The rest of the army is still not here. The War Prism of herO does get picked off. But the Immortal goes down as well. We get on top of the Prism. We get one more volley to take it down. Don't quite get it. Classic, he gets on top of the Immortal. And Classic is chasing this down. herO has the overextended. He has one more Immortal reinforcing. We blink on forward. We dive on top of it. One more volley. The overcharge keeps it alive. And herO is holding. I spoke too soon. herO overextending. Pulled a little bit too far out. The overcharge not coming into play. Classic, he is up and Immortal. Still slightly ahead in army supply as well. Taking control of the low ground, shuts down the pylon. But herO has the Stalker lead. 11 Stalkers to 8. The Immortal! Oh my god. Bit of mispathing there. Classic going for the gold. It's still anyone's game. Going for the gold base behind this. Classic, he may be down 10 workers, but the gold is a good way to catch back up. Here we go. We are going to pull back. From here. herO dipping back into the natural. There's not much in position. Yeah, 2 adepts is all you need to threaten the mineral line. Kill a couple of probes. Oh, the War Prism does go down there. This is a pretty expensive loss here for herO. But it's fine. It's more than fine. We get into the main base. We get 4 probe kills. And a lot of lost mining time. Oh, and we're not done either. Oh my god, this is getting out of hand. At this point, the gold is not going to be enough. We get 7 more worker kills, and sure, we have the gold base. Sure, even if we get this fully saturated, it's still not enough to recover from the losses that we've sustained. herO working on a 3rd, building up his stalker counts, working immortals. Ay. We're just waiting for the Warp Prism. After this immortal, we should be making a Warp Prism to reinforce, to move out. Likewise, Classic gonna try and turn the tables here on herO. Going for his own drop in. Here we go. Slipping into the main. herO pushing out at the same time. herO ahead in army supply, pretty far actually. In a head-to-head fight, he can take this. A decent force fields. But the immortals, they're pushing through. They're getting involved as well. We dive on top of the army, and herO, he will swallow this up. The force fields did a really great job of just zoning away those immortals, but they can only do so for so long. As 1 immortal is left, soon to be 0. GG gets called, and we are going to the ace match. GG, well played. We're going all the way to game number 3. Oh my god. Again, it's been an intense ride already, but we're here for the ace match. Here we go. Meanwhile, do we have any other results coming in? Looks like we do not. Looks like Cyan and Nightmare are still in the ace match as well. We do love to see it. Both PvPs in game 3. Getting into the ace match. It all ends here. Now, every game so far, Classic has gone for a 1 base all-in variation. Game 1, it was just a straight up Robo in the main base, 1 base all-in. Game 2, remember, Classic was going for a proxy Robo across the map, which was shut down. Here in Game 3, where does the Robo get placed? Where is it going to be thrown down? That is the question. So we are getting into the ace match. In the chat. Este Rowdy. Oh, you're first, Bappy. Shaking my head as we load into game 3, and spawning in the top left hand corner of Oceanborn, we have the South Korean Protoss player, the red Protoss representing CranKy Z Gaming, tying up the series 1-1 in that last game. It is herO. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner, we have his opponent, we have the blue Protoss player representing Team Twisted Minds. It is Classic. It all comes down to this. It all comes down to our final game here of this series. The winner faces off against another Protoss player in the final, still undetermined, still yet to be determined who it is, whether it's Nightmare or Cyan. And the probes are moving out to scout. We are going to be getting across the map, trying to get a read on what is going on, making sure that the pylons are where they should be, and if not, making sure we're able to find out where they are. Gateways are going to be thrown down. Again, it's going to be a 2-gate opener from Classic as well as herO. Probes being as annoying as possible. And for the time being, we don't have any probe on the map, so it looks like we shouldn't go for any proxies this time. Last game, Classic was able to he tried to sneak one out, but he was caught. And there it is. Second pylon in the main base for Classic. Second pylon in the main base for herO as well. Everything looking normal. And will we get a standard PvP? Will we get there in the end? I'm ready for it. I mean, we've had a pretty chaotic series so far. It's been very chaotic, but I'm more than happy to embrace something a little bit more by the book, as we are going for a double Adept opener. herO going double Adept. We have Classic going double Stalker. So herO is going to be the aggressor. With these two Adepts, he's going to be shading across the map. We're going to get into the mineral line. We could double down and go up to 4, 6, and even 8 Adepts. We'll see how hard we commit, or if it's only just 2, and then we can go into Stalkers from here. Meanwhile, we have our tech of choice, Classic, going for a delayed Nexus into a Stargate opener. Should be for Oracles. Meanwhile, the Probe does get eyes on the Adepts, and we are only going for a double Adept into Oracle as well. Okay. So, what's interesting is that herO waited for the Probe to die before throwing down the Stargate. So herO's Stargate is a little bit delayed. Oh, his Adept gets caught out as well. Yeah, one Adept is going to fall. Suddenly, that takes so much firepower away from this opener from herO. One Adept shades in, but we do get a Scout. Yeah, we do get eyes on the Stargate, as well as the first Oracle being made, and we are getting damage done. Oh my god, 2 Probes go down already. And we do get eyes on both Adepts as well. Good scouting here from herO. Good damage. 4 Probe kills. Oh, but we get 5. 5 worker kills here for herO. Behind this, getting into his 3rd gateway, working towards Oracles. Getting his army settled here on top of the ramp. Classic is expanding. herO threw down the 3rd gateway. herO, he wants to be the aggressor. And he's setting up for potentially a proxy 4th gate. He's going for it. Stalkers, they catch at the Oracle. Oracle almost goes down. Shield batteries on the way. Yep, there we go. There's that pylon. herO, he's committing. Solid shield battery there gets thrown down. We do wall off. We do deny those Adepts. Meanwhile, the army has arrived. herO going straight for the kill. Going straight for the main. Oh, but he does run into some Stalkers. Oracle's coming into support as well, as we do dive on the army. We trade 1 for 1. Take down 2 Stalkers. We're going for a 3rd Stalker as well. We don't quite get it. We get surrounded. Oh, herO gets trapped. He does get caught out. He's getting a couple of SCV kills, a couple of probe kills even. But herO, he's running out of momentum, running out of steam. Down to 3 Stalkers remaining. Down to 2. He's gonna get the sentry. At the same time, Oracles get in. Oh, back at home though, we got 6 probe kills. Classic evens up the worker count, and remember, Classic is up a base. herO is the player that's all in. He's trying to reinforce. He's only got 3 gateways. No gateway across the map. The probe goes down. And herO's in a lot of trouble. herO needs to make this work. Catches a couple of Stalkers. Takes down one of them at least. Good control out of herO, but he's being forced back. The Oracle chases down the weakened Stalkers. Reinforcements have arrived. No shield battery! Uh-oh. No shield battery on the low ground. Classic just focusing on warping in. He's on 5. But with the reinforcements here, he has the Stalker lead. He has the Phoenix as well. He can lift. He can lift. Boys are being pulled, but it looks like herO may just have too much. Yeah, we go for the warp in, but it's not going to be in time. GG gets called, and herO will barely break through. And herO will take the series 2-1, advancing on to the grand finals. GG. GG, well played. herO will take it in the end, barely breaking through. Again, Classic didn't have any static defense. He had very limited warp pins available. He was down a gateway. Remember, it was 2 gateways out of Classic, 3 gateways from herO. And herO did snowball, did break through. GG. GG, well played. herO advances onto the finals, and he has another Protoss player ready and waiting. It's going to be a PvP between herO and Nightmare. Let's go. Now, Nightmare did go to the ace match against Cyan. So a big shout to Cyan to force the ace match, and yeah, to even bring down Dark earlier as well. Really impressive performance so far out of Cyan. But with that, we are down to 2 players remaining here. herO and Nightmare in a best of 5. We're going to be going on a short break, waiting for the players to conduct their vetoes. When they're done, we will be diving into the grand finals. See you soon.